All right, case manager, we back, day 3. And today we talking about goal setting. To give you a recap, you remember we talked about what? Vision. Then we talked about values. And now we're gonna talk about SMART goals. I know you know what SMART goals is. Now you're an adult. You're supposed to know what SMART goals is. But if you don't, look it up. Goal setting, it is vital. You don't have to sit there essentially and break down every goal with them. You may not have the time. You got a lot of cases to handle, I understand. But it's still your priority and your responsibility. Because you guys are the ones that cannot solve anxiety, but you can add some value to relieve it a little bit. You guys are the core. Our young people are not thinking about the judge. They're not thinking about the foster parent. They're not thinking about all these professionals that they're exposed to. They're thinking about who? You know, the case manager. So we got to lean in and relieve some of that anxiety that they're getting and not keeping it elevated. And what I mean by that is goal setting. If you have court coming up with a young person for visitation, for unification, or if a young person has prom coming up, if they have a life experience coming up and they're calling you, help them set a goal to be prepared. Because if you do that, you've done your due diligence. If they fail to go prepare and to execute that goal that you guys set together, that's their fault. You've done your part. But a lot of you aren't doing that. Be real. Come on now. You're not doing that. Because my case manager, all they told me was, I need to be ready to be picked up at this time. I got court and no details. Now we're allowing young people to come to court. So it's a little bit different. But you're still not preparing them. You're still not giving them a realization of a goal to set. Hey, when you go to court, set a goal. You want to have a voice in court. You want to go home in court. But going home, there's a process. And you got to add some value to that. It's not just all on you. I'm giving you the play, the rundown, as if you were talking to a young person. Hey, tell the judge why you want to go home, what your parents mean to you. When you get home, how you're going to be productive, how you're going to add value and accountability to your parents. Because these teenagers, these young people, can hold some of their parents accountable too. All right, my bad. We back. Somebody called, messed up the video. But yeah, you got to help them set goals. You just can't say, hey, we're going to court for reunification. They got to have a voice in that too. Or you just can't help a young adult understand that they need a driver license, that they need an identification. You got to help them set a goal to understand why they need that. Hey, you keep running your mouth about you grown. What's your goal to get a license? You know we got keys to independence. It's how you got to talk to them. Treat them like adults. Don't be like, hey, I need you to sign up for this program because my boss told me so. I need you to do your assessment with therapy because my boss told me so. Or because the court said you need to do therapy. No. F the court. Now in reality, we got to respect the court. It's vital. But we got to break it down to the young people. Because what the young people are saying is F the court. And we can't have them saying that. We got to have them embrace it and be prepared for it. And understand that therapy is being applied because there's a gap that unfortunately our parents allowed us to experience. Our parents didn't value mental health. So they're not going to value mental health. But if we break down mental health, they'll start to value it. Because no matter how far I run from my therapist, no matter how far I run from an intervention that's going to help support me, I'm going to hit a roadblock. And most of them are hitting roadblocks at 18, 19 when we're releasing them in independent living or when we're reunifying them and then they're running off from their parents. Because best believe these young people, they're going to do what they have to do to get what they want. And when you're in foster care, you want to go home. So they're going to do whatever they have to do. But when they get home, there's no study yet, I'm sure, how many are successful after they go home and are reunified. Because while a year of case management, 2 years of case management supporting a family is vital and needed, that's not creating self-sufficiency for the community. We still got to think about the community that we're bringing them back to. Most of them are going into affordable housing, housing vouchers, still on DCF. It's still a pipeline to government assistance. And that's what we can't be about. Case managers, close this out. I know you're thinking about, come on, Smart Dream CEO, I can't do everything. I can't do goals. You can't. But you're responsible for the coordination, the conversations, the accountability. You got to have the topic first and then say, hey, young man, I'm going to tell your foster parent, I'm going to tell this individual to support you on that. And if they don't, let me know. Because at the end of the day, like I said in video number 1, you have power. You are the key. You can hold all of us responsible. The provider, the foster parent, the young person, the family member. Guys, let's start executing SMART goals. And overall, the last few videos that we've kicked off this series, Case Management Chronicles, with, is about being the driver of your life as a case manager. To drive your cases, you have to not just do it yourself, you have to expose yourself to your clients and help them understand how to have vision that ties in with your vision because you care about them. How to have personal values and self-worth for themselves because you have it and you're building it alongside of them. And then how to set goals, because you have goals. The judge is giving you goals automatically, but there's some personalized goals that you need to put in there with your young people and with your clients. So let's do it. Everybody, have a great day. Smart dreams. Live it out.